Hello YouTube, iFixItAll here, Team iFixItAll. So I've got the pool liner in, and it was oval, and evidently the pond is not, but it worked out just fine. I must have at least 1.5 feet or 2 foot in some areas of slack all the way around the upper perimeter. I've pulled it as tight as I can so that the bottom is smooth as possible, and as the water weight is experienced, it's going to pull the liner down. I'm going to have to get in there and work the sides in a little bit and coax everything to molding to the profile of the walls. Adding water right now. So according to my engineering, I designed a low spot right in there for overflow so that it heads toward the chickens, which will be back there. Let's see how that works out. Right now, I expected the water to kind of fall this way because I had to fill this area in, and it's evidently a lot softer. But I'm seeing that water work its way this way really quickly. Within 1.5 inches of depth here, I'm already experiencing water up here. Whereas in the original hole I had, the water would live right in here only. So things are looking up. I have a well, so I got to be careful on this. I'm going to add a little bit of water and coax the liner by adjusting the rocks, let some more slack fall in, and so on and so forth all the way around the perimeter. I got to be careful that I don't poke a hole in anything when I'm kind of massaging the sides. But with a little bit of help from my cats, I think we're on to something good. After the liner is in, well, after I coax this in, I got to move on to this spot right here in the ground, because there is a underground corrugated pipe that catches all of my gutters, and rainwater comes through and used to feed the old smaller pond we had, which was just 2 plastic inserts that are stacked right there. 2 little plastic insert ponds. One overflowed into the other to create 2 little ponds. Hopefully this will be an improvement. But I have to get the feeder line connected in temporarily and prep it for a storm that might be coming. And geez, if I hustle, I might be able to engineer my filtration system that I have in mind, which is a 5-gallon bucket full of gravel and an inlet and an outlet and a screen that blocks off leaves on the outlet, so that I get mostly just water coming over to the pond. And the 5-gallon bucket would be buried vertically right about where that lawnmower is. Let me show you what I got. There we go. So this goes to the pond, and there's gutter pipe work. But if I put a 5-gallon bucket in the ground and let this pipe go into the top of the 5-gallon bucket, and let the other side of the pipe come out of the bottom of the 5-gallon bucket with a screen on the front end of it, then that'll allow water to come in, land on top of the gravels, let the gravels catch the leaves and the big stuff, and let it trickle through, and then go out and down and to the pond to be a primary filter. And it's also out of the way because it's underneath the porch here. I don't mow here. I can lift the lid off and clean. hopefully that sounds like a plan, but we want to keep this filled with natural waters and such, because we want to have bluegill in here, edible fishes. And I think I'm going to be smart about this and try to figure out a just a raw filtration system so that this could be somewhat clean, like a farm pond. Well, that's not even right. Keep it clean enough to where if I want to jump in here and cool off, I can. The next major project after getting the filter feeder line done is encompass this area with fencing and get our chickens turned loose in here. And then after that, I will build my bamboo shelter over top of this pond to help keep leaves out. It's going to look like an egg or like a shell. The bamboo will come out of the back and arch and kind of overhang. There'll be an arched entrance way. And I'll have to get a roll of chicken wire to put over the bamboo, because the intention here is to create a framework out of the bamboo but put chicken wire over the bamboo, and then when leaves fall on top of it, they don't go into the pond. Alrighty guys, you have a good one. See ya.